Right, so here we are back with another Platinum, and this time I'm going to be playing Cult of the Lamb. It's the game I wanted to play for a long time, and it's just recently come up on sale, so I thought, perfect time to do it, so why not? Am I going to be a lamb being sacrificed? Ah, seems I am. It's kind of hilarious to be a sacrificial lamb. That's a way to begin it. So to become alive, I have to start a cult in his name. So it's either yes or absolutely, and since I'm playing Cult of the Lamb, why not absolutely? Ah, we got our first trophy, Deal the Devil, which I imagine is start a cult, or agreed to start a cult. The good old fashioned dodge roll. So from what I've seen from this though, it does look like a little bit of a... is it roguelike? Not too sure. But it looks like fun though. I always got good reviews as well, so I'm looking forward to giving it a try, because it has a little base building, which is something I always enjoy too. So I think it's kind of like the Binding of Isaac, which is a game I've also actually never played, where it's different every time, and you just pick your direction and then it generates a different kind of room, and I guess it's just kind of luck of the draw of whether you get a kind of room you want or not. But I can't say I know it's not a genre I've played much of, so it'd be fun to kind of experience a new one as well as a game I've never played before. Another sacrificial lamb, but this time it's actually a sheep, or no, a sheep, a cow. It's really nice to have infinite health, so this must just be full-on tutorial. Didn't give much choice there, like Jesus. Just straight into whatever dark hole I sent him to. Oh, I thought I was going to have a boss fight, but I guess not. Instead, I will be going to start my cult. Alright, it's time to indoctrinate my first follower that I pretty much kidnapped, but I suppose it's better than him getting his head chopped off or whatever I'm going to do to him. Hey, another trophy, first follower. Seems pretty open to it. What's this about? Okay, so it seems to be our goal is to go through all of these dungeons, I assume they're called dungeons. They call it crusades, and take down those 4 guys that sacrifice me, which makes sense. So this will be our first one. So we need to get followers and gold, and I take a shrine to get stronger and stronger, and then unlock the new areas and take them all down one by one. Ah, there we go, now we got some health. There'll be no more just running through it. Ah, look, here we go. One of the 4 bishops, I think they were called. I just noticed in the top right it shows me the path I've taken. And I assume this is going to be a boss fight, just judging by this whole setup. That's terrifying. Why would you want to get turned into something like that? Alright, so at least I know there is boss fights. Sure, this one's not going to be too bad because it is the first one. Then again, I've never played... Is it roguelites? Roguelikes? So, is it like Dark Souls style where the bosses are impossible? I guess not. And Death to Non-Believers? I'm guessing that's Beat the Burst fast. Beat the Burst. Death to Non-Believers. I'm assuming that's going to be Beat the First Boss. And now it's time to sacrifice him for me. Oh, never mind, he actually wants to come. Hey, another trophy. Preacher of Truth. So, I'm assuming do my first ceremony because we're back at the cult base. I had to build a temple and then I had to give a ceremony to my new followers. I'm liking the fact that I've noticed as you're going through different levels, obviously you can depend on where you're going. If you look at my top right, I can pick left or right. But you get like, I'm sure people notice, you get random weapons. And then there's this guy. Just as I'm talking about it, I can pick a random buff, which is kind of cool. And so with all that, I assume that's what like the luck of the draw kind of is. So I think the goal is to go through this and get followers. And then with each follower I get to unlock new doors for like each of those bishop guys that sacrifice me at the start. And then I assume eventually we'll get to a boss fight and kill him. But as we're on our way to that, we will collect trophies as we go. And we'll see what it involves. Here he is again.
So as I continued to play, I got a trophy for sacrificing one of my followers, which gave me another trophy for doing a sacrifice ritual, which then gave me yet another trophy for doing my first ritual. I then went and played dice for the first time and won my first game, and there's many of those more to come. I recruited my 5th follower, then followed by my 10th follower. I fed one of my dead followers to another for the cannibal trophy, and I unlocked my first battle upgrade, and then I helped fix a lighthouse.
Alright, so I just got back to the cult and there's a fight breaking out apparently. I do really enjoy this part of it though. It's quite fun. I haven't done much of it yet, but these guys have clearly been beating each other. I don't have a healing there. It's interesting though, they all have their own little personalities and stuff. So like if you click into them, they have little traits that you can read. So it's a lot of fun. I think I'm going to spend way too much time here even when it's not trophy based stuff. Okay, so I just went and travelled to areas that I can unlock. And I travelled to one of a fish guy I met. And I did a random task for him and he gave me a card. So I assume there is going to be little side quest things as well, which is kind of cool. And as I'm here, I also have to fix the lighthouse. As you just see down the bottom right there, I'm after getting quests to catch fish. So that's kind of cool. It's not just about running through dungeons and things like that. And then I have to catch fish here, and this reminds me of Stardew Valley, with how frustrating the fish catching system is. But this does feel a little bit easier. It's not as bad as Stardew is.
Well, I spent a long time here trying to catch all fish to finish this guy's side quest. And it turns out these side quests give me shards that let me unlock different fleeces that have different effects. So I got that trophy for unlocking my first one. After that, I just powered through the game and I beat the bishops, which were all pretty easy except the third one. He did give me some trouble. I then discovered all locations. I got 20 followers. I beat everyone in dice, which was actually easy and quite fast. I collected 666 coins. I fully upgraded the cult. I unlocked all the weapons and then all the curses. And then...
Alright, so I just got finished killing all of the bishops. And it turns out all the bishops are brothers and sisters. And so is the one who waits, or the chained one, whatever he calls himself. And they banished him, and that's why he's ruling the underworld or whatever it's supposed to be. So now that I'm finished, he has summoned me to come and see him, because all of the bishops were in these 4 areas around here, as you see. And then this gate finally opened. So let's see how the end of the game goes, I assume, before doing all of the cleanup stuff, which is collectibles, and there is a lot of collectibles. I'm liking the gun as I've been playing through with it. At least it gives it a little bit of distance. Let's go with this one. I'm assuming I'm going to have to fight something, or else why give me a choice of weapons? Ah, that's why. I'm here to be sacrificed after completing my quest, I guess. So is that it? Do I just die? Let's accept it and see what happens first. Bit anticlimactic. I'm assuming the actual ending is we say no. Okay, credits. Can I not skip the credits? Wow, it really does just bring me back to the menu screen. Alright, and this time we're going to refuse. Which I'm guessing is going to lead to a fight. Alright, mini boss fights first. Alright, it's not too bad at least. See, this is what I hate, the axe is so slow. At least with the gun I can keep a bit of distance. Right, here we go. Oh, he's summoning under it, guys. I think this is way too easy. There's no way he's going down this quickly. I have like the highest grade of weapons, but like that's still easy to get and there's no way it's that easy. Yeah. Phase 2. It'd be very strange if it was that easy because the other bishops were way harder. That's terrifying. I got it. Every boss, I despise those rings of fire. See, I can't deal with them. I don't know why. It's not like they're that hard to dodge. Already on 1 health. It's not going to be happening anyway. Yeah. Now, do I start again or do I have to stick with the same weapons? Alright, it's going to make me run back every single time because that's going to get annoying very quickly. So one thing I really hate actually about like the old Souls games is when you die, like the run back is worse than the boss fight. Ah, do no evil. Is he actually defeated? Because that also felt a little bit too easy. I'm gonna kill him. That was a bit anticlimactic. Is that it? Huh. Honestly, I actually found the other bishops much harder than him. Like, I think it was the third bishop. I had to fight him like 4 or 5 times. Now, granted, you have to go through all the dungeons and stuff too, but still. Alright, well, I guess that was it. So that's the game beat, at least. But the hard part still remains because I have to go back through and fight all of the bishops and kill them all while taking no damage. So that's definitely the hardest thing. And then the rest are just collectibles, which is just going to be tedious because I have to get like all the followers, and then I also have to get all the tarot cards, or tarot cards? The things that give you special abilities throughout the dungeons. And I think that's pretty much it. But yeah, time to just get cracking with that, I suppose. Straight into the bishops, since I have all the best weapons unlocked.
But sadly, this is where it ends for me. With free DLC that was added post-launch, the game went from being a 12 to 15 hour platinum to well over 60 hours reported by some people. Even though I spent 5 hours completing the endgame dungeons and killing all the bishops again, and this time with no damage, the thing that defeated me was RNG. If you don't know what that means, it basically means getting things done by dumb luck. For me, it was trying to complete the last of the follower forms, one being a snake and the other being the snail. You have to find and kill these random snails throughout the dungeons to collect 5 shells from them. For the snake, you have to find 10 hidden rooms. I spent an additional 5 hours, maybe 20 to 30 runs, possibly more, to try and find these, and I literally did not find a single one. And apparently that was not uncommon when I googled it. With additional googling, I also found that these aren't the only things affected by RNG when it comes to collectibles. So with that, I gave up and I did in fact not earn the platinum for Cult of the Lamb. Maybe someday, but not this day.